Real 92.3, LA's new home for hip-hop, urging you to stay home. Saving lives starts with you. Big Boy's Neighborhood. I had to go ahead and grab this one up, man. We got a shirtless French Montana in the neighborhood. What up, French? How you doing, bro?
What's going on, big bro?
Man, I'm good, man. Thank you for coming into the neighborhood. Thank you for hanging out with us, man. It's crazy doing these interviews like this. We've done these interviews many a times, but we've never did an interview where we just looking at each other through like a Zoom or something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, how you
up in that space, you know, our favorite space.
Yeah, man. How you holding up since this whole quarantine, this safer at home thing?
Man, I'm staying out the way, bro. I mean, if I'm not staying out the way, I'm in the middle of the water somewhere, socially distant at its finest.
Yeah, man. So you still get a chance to jump on jet skis and get outdoor.
I mean, definitely. Here in Miami, you could. You can't charter no boats, but you know, if you have one, you got a friend with one. I mean, you go out there and just enjoy the day. You know, I just love the hot weather, and I had asthma when I was young, so I can't really catch that corona. It'll finish me.
Right.
And I just came out of that with my health scare last year, so my body took so many punches. I don't want to put it through another one.
What do you do as far as, because I see that you still like recording and everything, man, and I even see where you guys wear a mask if you have a couple people at the house, man. Are you how serious is your social distancing right now? It looks like it is.
I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, definitely. I mean, I'm still with the same guys that I've been with when Corona started. So
right.
I don't let nobody come too close, and at the end of the day, I be trying to stay like in the water, like I said, like somewhere just where it's hot, because it's some sort of a cold. So I guess wherever it's hot at, is a less chance that you'll catch it.
Hey man, with French Montana being such a world traveler and being out, being at the club, you know what I'm saying, doing radio, doing festivals and shows, how is it just kind of just being at home? Not on lockdown, but just like, damn, like it's one thing to want to be home, and then it's another thing when they say, oh, we got to stay at home.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it just felt like, you wouldn't compare it to jail.
Right.
But it kind of makes you, feel that remorse for the people in jail. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they got to go through for, you know what I'm saying, most of their bed. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they got to be in one cell for 23 to 1. So it just caged like an animal. You know what I'm saying? And you can step out if you want, but there's a thing called death out there. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people is not taking it serious, and it's for real, for real. I mean, especially after Fred the Godson died.
Oh man. Hey man, just
he's
watching
35.
that and watching that battle too, man, and the continued prayers, and then to see Fred pass on, man. You get so many moments, French, where you realize, like, man, this is extremely real.
Because it don't care what political party you with. It doesn't care what's your age. I thought the age factor mattered, but now that Fred the Godson died and a couple of people that I knew, you know what I'm saying, it really doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like today, I just saw something. They found 35 bodies in Brooklyn, funeral home somewhere. It's like people is trying to sweep the news under the rug so people come outside. That's how much they want to come outside. And I feel like that's not, they're not telling people the real truth. Because even China came back and said that the numbers was doubled. So I just imagine what's going on.
Hey, French, and you a person, every time we have you at a show or we have you in the neighborhood, you shake every hand, you take every picture, you never do okay, I'm out of here. Now with this going on and social distancing, when we do come back around each other, are you a little more hesitant?
Yeah, now it's the opposite.
Right. Yeah, man. Especially until we know exactly what's going on. And we gotta write the.
And nobody should take offense to that. I think people should be more happier for you not to give them a pound or to give them a hug. I think people should care that you care about them. And they care about each other, you know what I'm saying? If you don't be the influence of that, then who's gonna do it? When you're a star, everybody's trying to come get next to you. You gotta, oh no.
Yeah, and I hope people really understand, man, and I hope that it's none of that, I buy your records, I see you in concert, I do, you're like, man, please, for my and your health, until
Yeah,
we know.
I had to do that. I had to do that a couple of times, and it's like, you know, the fans still don't care, and it's just like you have to. So all the fans out there, man, to any artist, not just me, please respect the situation and respect that there is death out there.
Hey, French, what do you miss the most, if there's the most?
Just freedom.
Yeah, the simple things, huh?
Yeah, I just think that people miss freedom. I think that's the biggest thing, not being told what to do. I think that everybody, you know, used to living so free in this free country that they've never been told what to do. That's why nobody obeyed the rules. You know what I'm saying? That's why the rules took so long to even catch on with us, because nobody obeyed them. So at the end of the day, we caught the most cases on earth. You know, so I just felt like people miss that, miss the freedom, miss not being told what to do, come outside whenever they want, which they're doing it already.
Yeah,
you know
man.
They're still not respecting it. That second stroke is coming again. Then
Yeah, man.
They have to sit down even longer.
And we don't know how long it's going to be. We still learning about COVID-19 coronavirus as it's going along. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
It's really hands-on.
There's still no medicine.
Not at all. And then, but people want to get out and do the regular. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like as long as you don't pull me into it. You know what I'm saying? How many singles do you have out right now?
Oh, man. Right now, well, we just
yeah, exactly.
We just dropped on with Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
That one's doing really, really, really good. We got the That's the Fact.
Yeah.
which is me by myself, but we just did a remix with me and Fabio. So, and Swipey, definitely Swipey just signed with Coke Boys, so we just did a remix tour for the city. You know, I want to do something for the culture of the city. So I mean, that's the two we focused on.
Let me ask you this, French. Like, when I went to go just look at your discography, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I were to print it, it would have printed 43 pages of French Montana music. No joke, bro. Like, okay. I was even looking at it and I was like, man, French probably don't even remember a lot of these records. Mm-hmm. Do you ever think that you get slept on as an artist?
Of course, man. I mean, they never give you your flowers when you're here.
Right.
You know, it's a sad story, big boy, but it's just like, just look for y'all. Just a simple fact for y'all. Look at Nipsey. Mm-hmm. Do you know how long I knew Nipsey? Me and Nipsey knew each other for about longer than 10 years. I remember Wiz Khalifa bringing him. We did our first song, me and him, Wiz Khalifa and Big Sean. And that was my first time meeting him. And it just looked like the world was his. Then fast forward 10 years later, he was still stuck in the same spot when he was trying to go independent. And he was finally, gradually, slowly but surely, after working all that time, seeing a peak for the fruits of his labor, you know? So I felt like it was his time. Then look what happened. Then now he's the Grammy winning.
Yeah.
He's, you know what I'm saying? He's the
Platinum Plus.
Yeah. They put him in the same category as Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Which they should for LA. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, where's the flowers when these people was here? So it's the same thing go for me. It's like, when I say something, it's like, if I don't fight for it, ain't nobody out here gonna fight for it. Nobody gonna give you nothing. You're nobody till somebody kill you. Biggie said it. Mm. And it just goes for everybody. A lot of people, like, look at Big Pun, like, look at, you know, a lot of people that, you know, deserve a whole lot more than what they should be recognized for.
Yeah, man, because even when I was just looking at the music, like, we know French Montana, there's the name, there's the brand, you know what I'm saying? We know exactly who you are. But then when we look at the music, you like, man, no, like, and it's been years. And I think that we're so sometimes into here today, gone tonight kind of thing sometimes, man. And we're so ready to cross our arms and we're in a cancel culture that it is true that we don't give the flowers while we still here.
Do you know how many people? You know how many people I saw come and go, bro? You know how many people I sat back and I just saw come and go, come and go, come and go. When I used to do the Cocaine City DVDs back in the days, which was probably one of my most important tools in my life, because I got a chance to make a DVD full of artists with me in it, because being an artist was always, you know, the reason why I wanted to come out with that platform to showcase my talent. So I had to watch about 20 artists on every one. And every new DVD that come out, there's a brand new bunch.
Yeah, man.
Brand new bunch. The last ones go, brand new bunch. It's like school, you know what I'm saying? After you graduate, either you stay in it or you go. So 16 volumes, 20 new artists in every one. It might catch the leaps, but every year, this year is gonna be the same thing as last year. There's a lot. We don't gotta mention their name. If you go back, that's how fast this amnesia game forget about you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and even in my career, bro, there's some people I see, even now, French, I see people walk in and they could be hot as fish grease right now.
Yeah.
And I wish them well, but I've seen it before. And
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I've seen this before. I've seen people walk in braggadocious. I've seen people walk in like Dookie don't stink. And I've seen people walk in thinking that this is gonna last forever. And for some it do, but the majority of the people that I don't do every interview.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
If I did every interview, it would be even more. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give you your flowers while you here, French. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you,
F with you is not about interviews and just your catalog and who you always been.
Likewise.
Always being square.
And for people like you, for people like you especially, when you see them come and go, and I know in your head, you probably look at an artist and be like, the best thing that could be about you is how humble you is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you look at an artist when you look at him. I'm not even trying to see how hot you is, none of that. The best thing you could do is sit in that chair and show love to everybody here in this office and just you know what I'm saying? Act like you about to fail tomorrow. Yeah,
man. A lot of people don't do that, bro. A lot of people, they read their they write their own press. You know what I'm saying? And they believe the publicist, they believe exactly what, we living for likes now, and it's a totally different world. French, I gotta ask you beefs. You know what I'm saying? And I just came out and I said, I almost called him 50, and he just started laughing. I was like, man, that's what I gotta ask you about. Now, we know that beefs go on in hip hop. We see it. We've been seeing it for decades, right?
Yeah.
Now, you have been in certain beefs. For one, I'm gonna start, especially with like you and Jim Jones. Mm-hmm. You and Capo, that was like before Instagram and Twitter and social media. Like that was real on-site beef.
Real
you know what I'm saying? Not WWF or WWE. Yeah. But you guys just had a chance to actually get together and speak. First off, how real was that beef?
Man, I mean, that was probably like beef for 15 years. We just waiting for the drop. I mean, it was just, as soon as we find out where he at, as soon as we find out where we at, we're not waiting. Like, we just get the drop on you, then we roll down on you. Then it go both ways, you know what I'm saying? So that's how deep that beef was. And that beef was, it got so hectic to the point that, people got blackballed of radio. Certain people doing time behind that beef. Certain people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's a lot of things going on. But that's what I'm saying about cats now, is like, the reason why me and Jones did that is because we know this beef out here now is fake. I mean, I never seen so much beef while Corona's going on. You know you're not coming out your house.
Right.
Why don't you just wait until Corona's over? Then talk all that talk you talking. Because nobody's leaving their house. So they're inside their house, they're jumping, you know what I'm saying? They're walking on the ceiling, like they dancing. So it's like, people know what they're doing, put it like that. People know what they're doing. People are very smart. They're trying to use the clout to their own advantage, which is cool. But back then we didn't have Instagram.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Back then, and it was incidents that if me and Jones wasn't the people that we are, was everything that they that these kids is talking about they is, and I hope they is, because when they run into these situations with people that's about that life, it can get real sticky. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm glad that nothing happened more than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, we ran down on each other. Like, I'm just glad, like, it was just, It didn't lead to nobody dying, you know what I'm saying, to nothing like
How did that
you know,
come together after so many years?
Man, I think that me and Jones just looked at it like, you know, it's not getting nowhere. Shout to Slow Bucks. We haven't talked. Shout to Fat Joe. Fat Joe been talking to me and him. I mean, it's been coming down for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Because he let Max B go. That was what the whole beef was about. Him and Max had their own problems. You know, then Funk Master Flex, shot to Flex. Flex is my guy. He always, like, yo, patch it up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't never bring up Jim, like, when I go up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just be trying to, like, make my music and get to the music. I know that drama always drive the money the other way. You know what I'm saying? Drama always like that. So I never try to chase the drama. So I always try to stay in the vibe. I think we're just grown, man. And it kind of got played out. 15 years beefing, like, what's new? Obviously, I'm not gonna fold, and you're not gonna fold. So, you know what I'm saying? The beef is over. It was over something that had nothing to do with me. So we just became grown men, and we made music. I'm just mad that we couldn't do that back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
man.
made money. So shout out to Jim.
Did you ever see something like that happening? Not while it's going on, you
can't. No. But when it was happening, it was more like, you know, let me know where he at. Tell him we're gonna squash it, just to get next to him. But I think, and I think it was the same thing for him. But as we grew, you know what I'm saying, I think that we became more mature.
Yeah.
You know, he's doing his thing. Shout out to Jim. He's doing his thing over there with Rock Nation. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that to see an artist like him stay in the game for so long, you know what I'm saying, and just get money and still try to keep the whole Dipset thing together. Shout out to Joel's. And then likewise, you know what I'm saying, Max B about to come home. He in a halfway house. You know what I'm saying? So when he come home, we back to Batman and Robin. And I hope, you know, everybody's on the same page. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, think about as long as Max been gone, too, that you held position, you know what I'm saying, for that long, for him to come, for him to come home and be able to enjoy the fruits of y'all labor. You know what I'm saying?
They counted me out, big boy.
Yeah, man. Now, 50
After
Cent.
all the drama.
Okay.
After all the drama that was happening with Max B, me and Max and Jim and everybody. Imagine you fighting somebody and God just chop off half of your body and said, fight with one hand. That's what happened when Max B got locked up. It's like me and him, Coke Wave, Coke Boys, this and that. He went in. Now I'm by myself, the most blackball artist. I got artists like Jim Jones when they caught balling, hot as fish grease. I got, you know, so many enemies from the Cocaine City DVDs and all that. And look, 10 years later, still the topic of every conversation.
And you know what 10 years is in our game, bro.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you here today, gone tonight.
Ooh, beef tested every day.
Let's get to the beef with 50 Cent. All righty, now, how did that beef start? Exactly.
See, the beef with 50 was never with me neither. It's another beef that had nothing to do with me. It started with Puff. He just be going, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what him and Puff got. You know, I don't want to get in the middle of it. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that 50's mad at something. You know, me just being a friend, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what's wrong? You know, I saw him at Summer Jam, and I'm like, yo, what's going on with you and Puff? And he was like, he said something funny. I started laughing, and he started laughing. I was like, all right, ain't about nothing. So I never really looked at beef with 50 like it was real beef, because we had nothing real to beef about.
Right.
You know,
so you do look on social media at one point, man, and it's in the rearview mirror now, where it's like, you know, the cars, the clowning, the going back and forth, and it seemed like that died down. And now I mean,
look, I bought a Bugatti for $2 million. He felt like he needed to wake up and snap on it. You know what I'm saying? Cool. But there goes again. I never said nothing about him. He just, and you know what I'm saying? So I think that, you know, when you come from New York, you know, it's a regular thing for us. You know what I'm saying? You're liable to come outside and somebody might be like, you bum ass nigga, you bum ass fly nigga. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we always snapping on each other in New York. So it's a New York, you know, attitude. So I didn't take that like it's real beef. We went back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
And
everything was over.
have you guys had any dialogue yet? Besides it looking like it ain't nothing.
Actually, I'm trying to get him on Cocaine City Live. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get him on Cocaine City Live. I want to bring them back. I did the last one with Jim Jones, Tiffany Haddish, and everybody. I want me and 50 to do one. I don't think me and him got no real beef.
Yeah, not at all, bro.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest beef out there is Corona. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, And what about Young Thug? Where are you guys at, you and Thug, right now?
Ramadan. You know it's Ramadan, right?
Yes, sir. Peace.
Yeah, Ramadan. So I got about 20 more days. It's all positive energy. I
heard that, man. And you know, I don't want to ignite anything either. So we'll leave it exactly where it's at. We got things that we need to celebrate. You know what I'm saying,
man. I just think it was, you know, it's miscommunication. You know what I'm saying? Just miscommunication. It's all love.
And I think, man, that once people really, when we start to really see how serious life is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once again, then
you know, it's a lot of things in life that you know, is the hardest part is not to do it. You know, so that's like I say that to say this. Don't never take somebody kindness for weakness. You know what I'm saying? Don't never take somebody, you know, embracing you as a sign of weakness. Don't never take somebody, you know, showing you love and trying to avoid something. That's big. That's a bigger. That's gonna be something bigger for you as a weakness. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying that in general, not towards Young Thug, not just people in life sometimes be thinking that, you know, the hardest part is to do something. That's the easiest part. The hardest part is not to do something. Oh, that's always been my thing. Like the hardest part is for me to walk away from it. That's the hardest part.
Yeah, and you know what I trip off sometimes too, French? I'm like, man, I don't want to do something now where I got all this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a wife and kids. I got a home. You know what I'm saying? When I was homeless and doing other shit, that's the time when
I've been beefing since I came in the game. I will put you in a pretzel in any way, I will finish you, bro. Like you're not even mentally prepared for somebody like me, and it's like people don't understand that. Like this, like I'm saying, just because you know I don't get my flowers while I'm here, people don't get it. And I think that people mistake B because they don't know that, you know, I've been in the game for 20 years, been beefing my whole career, and it's just like you're not doing nothing that even like interests me like in that kind of way, because the bigger picture is the money. Right. We come from a lifetime of negativity, and that lifetime of negativity, my brother, you shouldn't want to see nothing but the next bag. And if you didn't learn that beef and make the money run away, you will eventually see it. You know what I'm saying? And that's in every case.
Hey man, French, I do want to get to Versuz. When you said Kendrick Lamar, why did people get so upset that French Montana bets on French Montana?
Did you watch Michael Jordan documentary?
Yeah, exactly. You bet on yourself.
Yeah, I'm saying I just feel like there's no guts, no glory. And I feel like that people didn't take their time to think about the question and the answer. And they just, I love Kendrick. I never said nothing bad about Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? I love Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with Tory Lanez. When people was like, yo, you can't beat Tory Lanez, and I went head to head with him. And I had Timberland and Swiss Beats keep the score, and I won 16-4. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I believe in myself. You know what I'm saying? I believe I got the clubs on lock. I make different kind of music. You know what I'm saying? I believe there's a lot of underrating going on here.
Why do you think people got so upset, everybody but Kendrick?
Because they miss him. And they want him to probably drop some music. I think they got They got upset because we two different kind of artists, and the question was kind of out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's what was messing people up. Because we're talking about artistry, or we're talking about, you know, just anthems. You know, so I just think that we're two different artists. All of us, you know, all of us is different artists in our own craft.
Yeah, you know what I trip off of, French? I trip off of everybody fake mad right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from the West Coast. I've known Kendrick for many, many years. And when you said Kendrick Lamar, I wasn't like, oh man, you know. But everybody and whoever did get upset, to each their own. I just like, I didn't get upset. It wasn't like, oh, he coming at the coast, oh, he coming at the home. I was just like,
I mean, hip hop is competition. Hip hop is competition, and if you don't think you're the best, don't blame somebody else for thinking they the best at what they believe in. And I believe that I have more hits than Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? And the hits not by what's in Billboard. You know what I'm saying? That's them people world. You know what I'm saying? Because just because a song go on Billboard one day, it could come off the next day. So it's not. You know how many songs go on Billboard that come right off the next day? I'm talking about like culture anthems, like the State Schemers, like the Ocho Cinco's, like the, you know what I'm saying? Like the list goes on, the All the Way Ups, the Pop That, I Ain't Worried About Nothing, the Lockjaw, the No Shopping, No Stylist, Unforgettable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a list, and shout out to Ebro and Hot 97. You know, they thought I was crazy enough that they had their own battle, French Montana versus Kendrick, and I won. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean I'm a better artist than Kendrick. We know who Kendrick is. He's one of the GOATs. He's one of the greats of our generation. You know what I'm saying?
And also, man, but even with a Versuz, man, I just see almost two different calibers too, though. That's why I didn't trip off of it. You know what I'm saying? Because and it's not my place to trip. I mean, shit, I got kids to raise. But you know what I'm saying? I just felt like it was just also two different calibers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when it comes to Versuz, I see the Versuz how they match them up, and I'm like, oh, okay, that one makes sense. And not no disrespect to you or any disrespect to Kendrick. I just thought that at Kendrick and French Montana, I didn't think that it made sense. When I saw you and Tory go, I was like, damn. And you got Tory, and Tory, you know, Tory braggadocious, Tory for the battle. Tory dope is at everything, rhyming, singing, everything. And then see what came out of that. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all do Cold after Versuz? Yeah. See, that's real men stuff right there, bro. So you know what I'm saying?
Now me and Kendrick got to do one.
Say it again?
Now me and Kendrick Lamar got to do one.
Man, let me tell you.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to see Kendrick. They keep talking about Diddy and Dre. I don't want to see those. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are just some that you just like,
Me, I swear I will go hit for hit with Kendrick. I mean, whenever he's ready.
You know what? And I don't doubt that. My thing is, when I told you that when I went to go look at your discography, and that shit said 43 pages. And you know what it is too, man? On your end, I think a lot of times that people forgot. You know how some people say, man, y'all must have forgot.
It's an amnesia game. It's an amnesia game. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, People is making, all the fans out there, y'all making it weird to compete. Like, don't just we know you love an artist. We know you love an artist. It's cool to compete. The game is built off competition. You compete. What's so wrong about competing with somebody 20 records, and let the hits decide who's the winner? You know what I'm saying? We know how big Kendrick is, of course. My name shouldn't be next to his name, of course. Hit for hit, I thought I had that, and Hot 97 proved it when it went back and forth. So I wasn't crazy after all. But I love Kendrick. You know, let me tell you a cool fact.
And you know what though? Kendrick know that, and that's why I'm saying people get fake mad because Kendrick ain't mad. Top Dog ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
them dudes. No. One thing about them guys, I love what they doing. Like I watch what they do. I love what Top Dog is doing for the people back in his hood and all that, giving back. I love that. I love how they move. Kendrick showed me nothing but love. I remember riding down the West Side Highway, and they asked Kendrick, who you want to watch on Summer Jam? And he was like, I want to hear that. I ain't worried about nothing. Go off. I remember like it was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I remember me coming to LA and Kendrick Lamar told me come to the studio. I went. It was me and Chloe. And I sat down in the studio with him. I played him Don't Panic.
Mm-hmm.
I played him Don't Panic. He was like, yo, I'm working on this. He was playing me something else. But I was just, you know, like at that time, I was in and out. So I just didn't wait for the verse on Don't Panic or something happened. But he actually showed me so much love when I came to him. So shout out to Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Make sure he see this. Because it ain't, you know, it ain't nothing. Like, never no bad blood between me and him.
They ain't nobody
Yeah.
of substance is, you know, that's closer to it is tripping off of that. French, the quarantine lifestyle, bro. You got a little more beard than we've seen in a little bit, huh?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm over here by a little pool, you know, a little tan, a little water life. Just try to, you know, keep my mind sane.
Hey, man, at no time when you walked through that big-ass house that you're in Miami, probably walked downstairs and went from one wing of the house to the next wing, did you ever think that, man, I'm about to do this interview with Big, let me put on a shirt? Did you ever think that, French?
Nah, because I was outside. I was trying to do it by the water, but then you told me come inside, and I was like, you know what? I got a little tan anyway.
You got the jewelry on, and the jewelry, for those if you're not watching, is on his chest. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Once it go under his, disrespectful. Once you, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, French, let me tell you, man. Do you enjoy?
Another man.
Yeah, you know, especially during Ramadan. Hey, French, do you enjoy being French Montana?
I love it.
Yeah, man.
I love every bit of it. I love that, you know, bro, this game, that's what I'm saying. There's not a lot of people that make it in this game on the simple fact that people are not crazy to think the things that I be thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because it's, in my mind, they exist. I'm delusional. They exist in my mind. And them kind of thoughts is what got me here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like over 50 million records sold later. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, there's a small percentage of people that get to big boy status. They get to French Montana status. Because when people say we crazy, we tell them, nah, this thing really happened. We thought it through. And there's something in us that ain't gonna let us stop until we get it. So that accomplishment alone, you gotta be able to be happy in your own skin. I never did nobody dirty. I looked out, for the most rappers coming out of New York. From all the youngins. I do the most verses for everybody. Mm-hmm. Anybody coming out, here's a verse. I'm not trying to shit on the OGs and none of that, but I wasn't given that kind of love when I was coming up. Shout out to Jada because I can't shit on him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get that love until I proved myself. And proved myself again. And proved myself again. You know what I'm saying? So, I always walked a straight line with everybody. Never ratted. Never got robbed. This 20 plus years in the game. Never throw dirt in no man's name. Help open up hospitals, DACA programs, refugees, school programs. Think about it in charity, we done did it. How can I not be proud to be French Montana? Made it from Africa, 13 years old. Didn't even know English. And picked the hardest job was the rap. Then I went to Mecca of hip hop, the Bronx, around the time when Big Pun was popping. Around the corner from Slick Rick and KRS-One, and chose the hardest job, which is rap. And everybody rap on every corner, and made it out that second jungle. You know what I'm saying? And now, my second chapter of my life, man. You know what I'm saying? Beat every odd that was thrown against us. Every weapon that was formed, it was not gonna, I'm not gonna cherish against us, man. So it's like, I'm so happy to be me, man. I'm ready for this next chapter.
Big Boy's Neighborhood definitely going down, man. We back up in here, French Montana. French Montana, give me 5. All righty? I'm gonna put a timer on. Don't worry about the timer.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. All you gotta do is answer the 5 questions. Try to get through them as quick as you can. And all I need, and I don't know, I don't have to tell you this, I just need your real answer. All righty? French Montana, Gimme 5. Tell us about, is there anything about French Montana that we don't know? Talent, fear, phobia. Tell me something about French Montana that I don't know.
Something about French Montana. I don't listen to rap.
You don't listen to rap?
Nah.
What would I find in your playlist that I'd be like, man, French listening to this?
This man, but old school music. You know what I'm saying? Or just a bunch of from, you know, Bobby Blues to a bunch of old school music.
How do you keep your finger on what's going down? Do you kind of check in? Like, you know what's going on, you just don't swim.
Yeah, I know what's going on. I hear whatever. You know, I hear everything. I got the one-time rule. I hear everything one time, and if it catch me, I keep listening to it. If not, you know what I'm saying, I just move on to the next thing.
French Montana, Gimme 5. What artists, when we're in this whole quarantine, what artist or celebrity would you not let in your house right now? For whatever reason.
Right now? Besides the people that got it?
Man, besides the people that got it, who would you not let in?
Definitely Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez. Hey man, hey, can I ask you why you wouldn't let Tory Lanez in? Right? You're like, man, no, email me your verse.
He just did a full show for YouTube. He just flew to LA. He just flew back. He just flew back to Miami. We about to shoot a video.
Hey man, even when I was watching quarantine radio, when they were swinging the camera around, I'd be like, it's a gang of people in there right now.
He just went on live. He just went on live with some other people. Man, I ain't gonna put him on blast, but shout out to Tory. He's not letting Corona and King Kong ain't got shit on him.
Man, give me 5 French Montana in the neighborhood. Out of all the collaborations that you've done, who would you say was the most difficult to work with?
Out of all the collaborations I've done. Damn.
Yeah, that's a lot of collabs too, though.
Yeah, for real. I mean, the hardest or like.
And difficult, not in a bad way. And I mean, like as far as like, oh, I had to keep going back in because they kept changing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they came late.
I mean, definitely. I think probably Kodak.
Really, the most difficult. What made Kodak?
No, not difficult. Not
trying.
Not difficult. Yeah, but it just my my younger boy was just about that life. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like me and him didn't have like one conversation when we shot the video. Like I just looked at him and he growled at me like, I'm like, yo, that's my dog, man. Shout the shout to my dog. But we was getting lit. We was drinking. We was this and that. So he lived that rock star life. He about that, he about that life. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all didn't have a real conversation. You just say he just looked at you and he growled. And y'all shot the video and y'all were done.
Yeah, we was both geek.
All right.
But he was, but he was, you know what I'm saying? He was geek. He was, he was living that rock star life. Free Kodak. You know what I'm saying? But look at that hit we got together. 3 million sold.
French Montana, give me 5.
That's what the song was about, though. That's what the song was about. Bite down.
Give me 5 right now. One time I was so drunk. I want you to finish this line. One time I was so drunk,
One time I was so drunk. I walked in the room and I was sleeping. I just remember falling off the bed. Boom. And the phone ringing. And I'm looking back like, hello? Hello? The phone, I'm just yelling like, hello?
You ever pick the phone up or you were just yelling thinking it was like, Siri, answer the phone.
I remember falling off the bed, boom, that shit ringing. I'm like, hello?
Hey, French, I remember one time you came to us, French, and you were drinking and, we were going long form interview and man, you were going in. And at one point you kept trying to give out like a .com.
Yeah.
French, to this day, we still don't know what website you was trying to give out. Because you kept saying, you know, such and such .com.
Oh, no. No, that's a slang.
No, French, no.
That was.
Don't rewrite the history, bro. Because I want you to go.
I'm writing history at Gmail.
All right, man. Give me 5. French Montana. All right, French, we're going through this whole quarantine safer at home. 2 people come and you love these 2 people, but you only got 1 mask. Who do you give that mask to? You see outside your door, you see Puffy, and you see DJ Khaled. Who do you give the mask to, and who does not have a mask?
I will let them decide that.
Say it again?
I will let them decide that.
So you just throw the mask out the door?
No, but like, I got one. Y'all decide.
You like, don't put that on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, put it in the middle. The first one to pick it up is yours. All right, man. That is a perfect answer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, I let them decide.
Do you know what kind of beef you're going to start right now with Corona, with these 2 people sitting at home, and I give the mask to Diddy or Khaled? God forbid. You'll be like, no, I knew that nigga ain't fuck with me.
Keep this. Oh, man. Like, yeah. Why you give him the mask? Big Boy's Neighborhood, man. French Montana up in here. French, definitely want to thank you for coming into the neighborhood, man. It's cold. Definitely think that, man. Tory Lanez, another single. That's why when we first started off, I was like, man, how many singles do you have out right now? You're a hit maker. You're a machine. You've always been good with us in the neighborhood, man. I want to continue to give you your flowers while we are here.
Thank you, bro.
Every time I've asked you to join us in the neighborhood, you have. Every show that we get you on,
always.
You do that, man. And we know you're extremely busy, and you're in a position where you pick and choose. And thank you for picking and choosing to be so
thank you for having me.
Your time, man.
No, thank you for having me, big boy.
Man, thank you, man. And God willing,
we'll be able to get together.
Man. Thank you, brother.
You too, man. I mean, I see, you know, a lot of people didn't see the transition and the overcoming, you know.
I was wondering why it took you so long to give me my flowers, but you know what I'm saying? I know somebody probably handed you a note.
I've been sober for 6 months, too. I'm trying to make it to a year before we, you know what I'm saying?
You've been sober for how long?
6 months.
I heard that, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's hell of a, especially in the lifestyle. When
I quit the weed.
There's a lot of celebrations and everything. You still smoking though, huh? You smoke? No?
No.
Did you ever?
Everything. No. I mean, and here and there.
Right,
but I quit everything.
That wasn't like your thing, your creative force, my hangout, my.
No. I mean, you know, the liquor, the liquor is the fuel that started everything. So you go from the liquor to the weed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To the hookahs, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, I stopped everything at one time. I might do a little hookah here and there because it don't get you out. But I just stopped everything. I want to enjoy everything and just remember everything. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that, especially when you say this chapter right here, man. You want to make sure that you celebrate. Are any naked women going to walk by in the background? Because I've been looking in the background.
No, it's Ramadan. It's Ramadan. You know, you can't think about sex. You can't have sex.
I'm not going to even talk anymore then. You know what I'm saying? We come back after Ramadan, and then I get your whole knockdown list.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
When it's a mistake, it don't count. You know?
Right. Got you, brother. But no, French, I thank you for your time, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy life, man. And God willing, when we come out of this, we'll be able to sit down and do it once again, bro. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me, big bro.